Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ehsan, and in today's video we're going to take a look at another IELTS reading from Cambridge 15 test 1 reading passage 1 table completion questions. It is a good idea to have a pencil and take notes while watching this video and turn off any distractors such as your cell phone to have your full concentration. I'm going to give you some tips and strategies to handle this kind of problems. And it is a good idea to have a smile on your face and have a positive thinking. But before we get started, if you're new here, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so whenever I upload a new video you'll be aware of it. Let's jump into it. I split the page into two halves. On the left hand side you can see the passage, and on the right hand side you can see questions relating this passage. And here questions 8 to 13, which is the table completion. Choose one word only. Be careful with that statement, just one word from the passage. Okay, so here in the table, in these columns, you can see some Middle Ages, 16th century, 17th century and late 18th century. These are the main keywords that gonna help you a lot to locate the answer. For example, Middle Ages. Where is Middle Ages? If you follow my previous videos, you can see that this is where Middle Ages. And here it says that nutmeg was brought to Europe by the maybe merchants, maybe, I don't know, some name of the countries. So you had to guess. Have an educated guess help you a lot to find your answer. Nutmeg was a highly prized and costly ingredient in European cuisine in the Middle Ages and was used as a flavoring medicinal and preservative agent. Throughout this period, the Arabs were the exclusive importers of the spice to Europe. So Arabs is the right answer. Arabs. For question number 8. So 16th century, nothing about that. You have no questions here. But 17th century, and be careful, 17th century is between 106. This is 17th century, 1601 till 1700 for 17th century, and this is for 18th century. So do not confuse yourself with this 17th. So where it is, where you could find it here. For example, this is 16th century, but this is 17th century. So and this is also 17th century, and here it says already 16th century. So and yes, this is 16th century as well. Be careful with that. And sorry, 17th century. I mean this is okay. This is not the 17th century. This is 16th century. So this is 17th century. And here it says that demand for nutmeg grew as it was believed to be effective against the disease known as the. So you had to look for a name of the disease. This is gonna make it much easier. The name of the disease in 17th century. Okay. So here, Dutch merchants founded the VOC Trading Corporation, better known as the Dutch East India Company, by 1617. The VOC was the richest commercial operation in the world. The company had 50,000 employees worldwide with a private army of blah blah blah. Something related to disease, or maybe. Oh, okay. Contagious, highly. As soon as I find these, contagious, highly contagious. People across Europe were dying. People across Europe were dying of the plague. Plague is the name of the disease. You see how to look for the relating vocabularies around this blank, and it's easily could be found. Something relating to the disease, maybe illness, dying, contagious. These sort of things are all related to disease and deadly disease. Here it's mentioned exactly, deadly disease. Okay, that's for question number 9. And how about number 10? The Dutch took control of the Banda Islands, restricted nutmeg production of a few areas, put what on nutmeg to avoid it being cultivated outside the islands. Put what on nutmeg to avoid it being cultivated. Cultivation or maybe fertilize. They maybe somehow paraphrase it. Again, this is 17th century. So, and where is it? Where we can find? Okay, you had to find Banda Islands first. Where is Banda Islands? Here, this is Banda Islands. So from now on, we're gonna look at few areas. Put what? And now looking for something relating to cultivated, maybe cultivated or maybe something related to that, fertilized, something like that. So where is it? Unprotected from the invader, the Dutch arrived and took over. Once securely in control of the Banda, the Dutch went to work protecting their new investment. They concentrated all nutmeg production into a few easily guarded areas. Areas. Be careful, areas. Uprooting and destroying any trees outside the plantation zones. Anyone caught growing a nutmeg seedling or carrying seeds without the proper authority was severely punished. In addition, all exported nutmeg was covered with lime. To make sure there was no chance to fertile seed which could be grown elsewhere. Fertile. This means cultivation, and lime is the thing to put lime on nutmeg to avoid it being cultivated. Finally, obtained the island of Ware from the British. The name of the island probably something in capital letters, and it's just one word. Dutch domination, no. Banda Islands, no. A silver of land called Ron. This is it. But don't rush into it. Only 3 kilometers long by less than 1 kilometer wide. Was under the control of the British. Was under the control of the British means from the British. You see how they paraphrase it? So Ron is the name of the island, which is suitable for answer in here. Ron. Question number 11. And late 18th century, 1770, nutmeg plants were secretly taken to. So 18th century here. A Frenchman named Pierre successfully smuggled nutmeg plants to safety. This means secretly were secretly taken to where. You can just in IELTS exam copy and paste. Okay. Mauritius, if I pronounce it correctly. For question number 12. And question 13, half the Banda Islands nutmeg plantations were destroyed by a what? Okay, an island off the coast of Africa. Some of these were later exported to the Caribbean where they thrived, especially on the island of Grenada. Next, 1778. I must quickly moving here. A volcanic eruption in the Banda region caused a tsunami. Okay, here we go. Caused a tsunami that wiped out half of the nutmeg groves. Were destroyed. Half of the nutmeg islands were destroyed by a tsunami. And be careful with the spelling. By a tsunami. We need a singular noun. This is where grammar helped us. And this is the answer for the last question. As you can see, there are a lot of paraphrasing in this table completion test, especially around the main word. Maybe the main word are difficult to understand. Maybe, for example, something like lame or plug, you don't know the meaning, but it doesn't really matter. But the words around it are easily you could easily find them, but most cases they are paraphrasing. So go ahead and check out my IELTS keyword table, which I prepared for you guys to make your eyes familiar with these paraphrasing techniques in the IELTS exam. Okay, guys, I hope you find this video helpful. If that's the case, please give me a thumbs up and share this video with your friend. I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.